Hey guys, there's been so much happening in Assetto Corsa at the end of 2021, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the new release of Sol 2.2.1 and I'm going to go through how to install that, what to look for as the new features, and then I'm going to talk you through them and show you them actually in game. As ever, if you are new here, it would be great to have you on board, so do check out the rest of the channel, and if you like what you see, click on that subscribe button. It's completely free. Okay, here we are then, Sol 2.2.1. This is the race department page. So let's take a look at all the new features in the latest version of Sol. We can see on 11.7, 0.8 and 0.9 there's a number of adjustments there, but let's go through them in some detail. On the Sol Planner 2.2, we've got a switched regex for date thanks to LeBlum. The editor window adapts to screen resolution and is always visible. Added Wetness and Puddles control for weather slots. That's really big news, and I'm going to show you that in action. And labeled log entries. Clouds 2D custom weather app fixed live adjusting clouds, the density on those. Clouds 3D base mod fixed CSP 1.75 feature now also compatible with 1.69. Weather change fixed clear sky with 2D clouds. Fixed brightness adjustment via Sol config, and fixed custom config, fixed loading of Sol custom weather config with CSP version 176. There's also a VR overall brightness change and also PP filter. Custom config was not loaded at startup. The controller 2 script has been updated, and the 2.2 script, as we said earlier, with the wetness and puddle settings. Files updated, the Sol Planner manual, also the install guide, and obviously all the instructions. Let's very quickly just go through how to install Sol correctly, and this is on all the different versions of Sol. So you've got this Sol uninstall.bat. What I'm going to do is copy that and I'm going to paste it into the root directory of Assetto Corsa. Now you can just double click on this like I'm going to do, but sometimes you do need to run as administrator, so if it doesn't work for you, do run it as administrator. Once we've run that Sol uninstall.bat, we're going to copy all the other files above that Sol uninstall.bat out of the root directory of the mod that you've downloaded, and we're going to copy and paste it into the root of the Assetto Corsa directory. So we're just going to paste that there. Now there will be a couple of files that you'll copy over. That's fine, just replace the files, and I'm going to show you in a moment on Content Manager what you should see in there once you've done this correctly. If you do get any problems with Sol, it's normally to do with this uninstall process not happening correctly. So here we are then in Content Manager. If you do want to check how this is installed, the best place to go is Settings, then into Custom Shader Patch, and then go all the way down to the bottom to Weather FX. So this section will show you the controller script and the weather script. So you can see here on the controller script we have got Sol 2 and Sol 2.2, so we know that it's installed the latest Sol 2.2 planner, and it's got the original one. One runs on scripts, the other one runs mainly on the planner. You can see on the weather script I've still got pure 0.58 highlighted there, but underneath I'm going to highlight this Sol 2.2.1, so that tells me that all the latest files have gone in. Do make sure that Content Manager is closed when you install Sol, by the way, also, or restart it after you've installed it to do this check. Next I'm just going to go onto the video settings, and I am just going to change a couple of things here. On the PP filter, because I've chosen Sol now, I'm going to come off of Pure and I'm going to go onto Sol Extra. So all the footage you'll see today will be on Sol Extra. And also I was doing some streaming yesterday, so I still had it on a lower resolution. I'm going to put it back into 4K here. To take a look at the new effects, we're back at the Red Bull Ring and we're in the Porsche 911 GT198. This is a Kunos car, of course, but it does look particularly good. So everything you can see here has got the latest version of Sol 2.2.1, Sol Extra on the PP filter. I'm also running the latest preview version 1.77 preview 1 of CSP. So do remember guys, you do not get external rain with the standard version 1.76 of CSP. You have to have a preview version from Ilya off his Patreon page. Sol does not bring rain into Assetto Corsa, it's CSP that does that. Let's take a look then at the weather transition effects and also the time of day effects. So what we're going to do first is just go onto this little app at the top, and we're just going to remove the sun, take it to very early morning. That's looking very nice. Then as we bring the sun up, you can see that looks spectacularly good. All the new lighting effects in Sol 2.2 are looking fantastic. We've also got the weather planner up here too, and I'm going to point out a couple of different things we've got on here. But first of all, let's just have a quick look through the different clouds that we've got. This is all looking very good. Do remember this is the Sol weather script and Sol Extra. This is not pure, and on a few of my recent videos I've been using pure 0.58, which I do think is very good, and it gives you a very different feel in Assetto Corsa. And then we've got in this new Sol 2.2.1 these two new sections, which is Wetness and Puddles. These are actually moved now from Rain Debug, and you've seen me use Rain Debug on many videos. So this is really good to adapt the way that the wetness is going to look on Assetto Corsa. So obviously we can change the time of day just by moving that red bar on the planner. That's great. And of course we've got all the different cloud effects there. To test these new sections we need to get some rain on then, so let's put some rain on. So here we go. So the rain is now starting to fall, and remember guys, this is with the preview version. This is from Ilya's Patreon page. So you can see the rain amount there, which is 100 because I've put heavy rain on. So the blue bar is actually the rain that's going to happen. It's the amount of rain that's at 100%. Because this wetness and puddles are actually linked, you can see the wetness increasing the amount of time that the rain is actually falling. And the puddles there, you can see the blue bar hasn't really started, but as we carry on watching this, the blue bar will start to rise. Now you'll see that you've got -1 in both of those sections. That means that it's fully linked with the weather script itself. But the beauty of having these in this planner section is we can manually adapt these straight from the planner, which is great. So you can see the blue bar going up now on the puddle section, and you can see the puddles starting to develop on the track. That looks really fantastic. So what we can do then is change these manually, so let's have a look at that then. To begin with, let's change the wetness section here. So if I just press plus and take it to 0, that means that the rain is falling, the puddles are there, but there is no wetness on the track. Again, put it to -1 and you'll see the wetness start to climb again, because again it is linked back to that weather script. So we can change this and you can create some very different kind of environments. So just as an example here, I can press the plus or I can press on the red bar. By doing this you can create some very different kind of weather effects on the tarmac. So we can do the same with puddles. So again, if I press plus and take it to 0, the puddles disappear. If I press the red bar and take it all the way to 91, you can see you can have just the puddles there. You could also do the opposite, and that is put the wetness right to the top and take the puddles off altogether, and then you would just have a very wet tarmac. Or you could have it in the middle, as we can see here. The blue bars are changing as we are doing this live in game, and that's what makes this so fantastic. So you can set your races up exactly as you want to see them. Really good stuff, and it's great not having this in debug and having it in the main planner. So this is the big change to Sol 2.2.1, the big change that you will see directly in game. Let's take a quick moment then to have a look at how good this looks in game live. And we also still have my favourite section, which is Thunder and Lightning. Take a look at this and look at the haze that's coming off the lights too. Looks very, very good. Another great update then from Peter, Sol 2.2.1. Do you remember guys, check out the Patreon sites of Peter and Ilya. It's a couple of pounds a month or a few dollars a month to support them both, and you get access to all the preview files as soon as they come out, and of course Pure with Peter's Patreon. Definitely worth supporting these guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and do check out the rest of the channel. Over 250 videos now on sim racing, especially Assetto Corsa. So if you want to know how to do some modding on Assetto Corsa, that's definitely the place to go. See you very soon guys, and have a fantastic new year.